Hello guys, welcome back to the another video of IDMPL learning. In the last few video, we have talked about callout, what is callout, how we can use callouts in IDMPL, and we have discussed about different method of different way of implementation of callouts. Okay, we have created few custom callouts. Okay, using different method. Okay, in this video we will talk about latest callout. Okay, latest callout which is introduced in IDMPR 9. Okay, and this callout is developed by NSYNC. Okay, and you can see documentation of this callouts in from this wiki link. Okay, here you can see few approach given. Okay, for developer we will see all this approach one by one. Okay, and we will do practical. Okay, so without wasting time, let's create let's create plugin and let's see first approach. Okay, so let me close all this class. Okay, let's create new plugin project. Okay, let's give name like com.pyt.callout 4.company. Okay, and we will use different location here, and we just need to open our project name after location. Okay, we will select this OSGI framework Equinox. Okay, let's click on next. We have to select this generate activator flag. Okay, to create one activator class in our plugin. Okay, let's click on finish. Okay, our plugin is created. Now you can see our one activated class is created here. Okay, let's create okay, let's create new class here. Okay, let's create like my callout company. Okay, edit this logic in the activator start method. Okay, activator class start method. Okay, so let me copy this and add in our activator start method. Okay, we have to give some dependency to this plugin. Okay, dependencies like a base class and utils class. Okay, here we have to pass table name and column name, and here we have to pass our class name which we will going to create using iColumn callout. Okay, let me implement iColumn callout. Okay, here you can see this class structure already given here. Okay, we have to create one class. Okay, using iColumn callout. Okay, and we have to write our logic in the start method. Okay, let's implement some method. Okay, start method. Okay, so our callout class created. Let's add our logic here. Okay, let me add one more dependency which is company model. Okay, I'm going to use this company model. Okay, basically I want to do something like when user update search key on the company information window, then name should be auto populate. Okay, and name is same like search key. Okay, so let's check our table here. myt dot table name dot equals m tab dot get table name. Okay, and let's check column name here, field dot get column name. Okay, dot value. Okay, dot equals the column name of the m field. Okay, basically this m field is a object of the column name. Okay, column name, the which we going to use in the name field. Okay, when we enter some value in the search key, then same value should be auto populate in the name field. Okay, this m field object will be search key column name object. Okay, column object. Okay, so okay, now let's set value. Okay, for the name field, m tab dot set value. We don't have grid field for name column. Okay, so we will give column name here. Okay, dot name underscore name, name underscore name. Okay, and we will assign new value to this field. Okay, so our callout class created. Let's update this class. Here we have to pass table name, which is yt. Okay, table name, let's copy this and paste here. Column name should be value. Okay, here we have to pass our class name, which is my callout company. Okay, so that's it. Our first approach is it seems like created. Now let's test this plugin and let's check if our callout is working or not. Let me add this plugin in the debug configuration. Okay, our new plugin is a callout for. Okay, let me set this auto true. Default start level will be 4. Okay, let me start the server now. Okay, save, proceed. Okay, let's wait until this server started. Okay, okay, let's check if our callouts it is working or not. Okay, select role, remember me. Okay, go to garden word. Okay, let's create new company here. Okay, company name should be YouTube. Okay, okay, let's click outside from this column. When focus lost of this column, this name should be auto populated with YouTube name. Okay, YouTube value. Okay, so you can see this name field should be name field is updated with the YouTube. Let's check if it is set by our callouts or not. Okay, let me re-update this value and let me underscore update value like underscore 1. Okay, let's click outside. You can see debug is started, and you can see my callout company is called that means our that value is set by our callout only. Okay, let me deselect this debug and click on F8. Okay, Now you can see this name field also updated. Okay, let's check second approach. In the second approach we have to create OSGI component, okay, to bind uh, and we need to add our logic in the bind service method. Okay, so let me create one component definition for it. Okay, sorry, we have to create one class first, okay, which is my company callout, and let me append component factory. Okay, our factory class is created. Let me create method like bind service. Okay, and add so our bind service method created. Let me create another method which is unbind service. Okay, let's create component definition. For that, we as usual we will create one folder OSGI dash inf. Okay, and create new component definition here. Okay, here let me give name like my company callout component factory. Okay, here we have to give our factory class. Okay, which is my company callout component factory. Okay, I usually give name same as class name. Okay, so let's finish. Okay, component definition created. Let's add service dot ranking properties. Okay, which is type of integer and value should be 4. Okay, okay, let's update our service. Okay, we have to give service like I mapped callout factory. Okay, let's edit bind method, which is bind service, and unbind method is unbind service. Okay, so our component definition is created. Okay, let's add this logic in bind service. Okay, here we have to pass table name like company table name, and column name is a value. Okay, and guys, I am doing this I am testing this functionality for the first time. Okay, in the IDMPR. So you have any question or you have any suggestion, like if I am doing anything wrong, you can write a comment on this video. Okay, so let's register our class here, my callout only. Okay, so looks good. Now our component definition is created. Okay, let's check this. First let's stop this. Okay, so terminate. Okay, so we have registered our class with a component definition now. Okay, let's restart server again and let's check if it is working or not. Okay, let's wait until server started. Sorry, we have mistake here. Okay, it's named like bind and unbind. Okay, bind service, unbind service. Okay, so let's restart server again. You can see now this our my my company callout component factory has been called. Okay, let's disable this debug and click on F8. Let's check again if our callouts is working or not. Okay, let's create another one company which is Snapdeal. Okay, now you can see our callouts is created. Okay, so let's check third approach. Okay, which is create map callout factory. Okay, and register as a I column callout factory. Okay, and we have to create one class using mapped callout column callout factory. Okay, let's check this approach. Company. Okay, factory. Let's extend this class mapped callout factory. Okay, MYT company name. Okay, here column name is a value and my callout company. Okay, let's create another component definition here to register this class. Okay, my company callout factory. Okay, here we have to pass our class name which is my company callout factory and give name same as a class name and click on finish. As usual, give service.ranking properties. Type is a integer and value is 4. Okay, let's check. Here we have to register it as a I column callout factory. Okay, so let's register service as a I column call out factory. Okay, copy qualified name, paste here. Okay, so looks like our third approach is implemented now. Okay, let's check if this callouts is working or not. Let's disable this register. Okay, bind. Okay, and restart. Okay, let's wait until server started. Let's check if our callouts is working or not. Let's log in again. We can see now our new factory class has been called and register. Okay, let me disable this now. Okay, let's create new company. Okay, company like IDempier. Let's click outside anywhere. Okay, now you can see name field is auto populated. Okay, so our these three approaches we have successfully implemented. Okay, let's check this annotation approach. Okay, here we have to create one class using I column callout, and we have to give annotation. We have to write annotation like this, and we have to pass table name and column name here. Okay, and we have to create one OSGA component. Okay, and we have to extend this annotation based column callout factory. Okay, and how to register is like service like I column callout factory. Okay, so let's check this approach. Okay, so let's update this class, our class. Okay, copy this. Okay, and pull out. Let's copy this and paste here. Column name is a value. Okay, remove from here. Okay, actually let's check here, because we can write as many as call out here. Okay, as many as call out on many column. Okay, so let's check here. Okay, let's create new factory class. Okay, my company call out annotation factory. Okay, let's click on finish. And let's extend this annotation base class. Okay, add require method. Okay, here we have to, So let's return new string here. We have to pass our package name here. So write like return new string of array, and we have to pass our package name here. Okay, our package name is like this. Okay, okay, our component class created. Let's create component definition for this class. Okay, click on new component definition. My company call out annotation factory. Okay, factory, click on finish. Okay, our component definition is created. Let's add our class here, my company annotation factory class. Okay, and name is same as class name. Okay, let's add properties here, which is service dot ranking, type is integer and 1. Here you can see we have to register this component definition with service I column call out I column call out factory. Okay, so add service I column call out factory. Okay, so looks good. Now our component definition looks created. Okay, let's restart our server now. Okay, before that let's disable our this logic. So our class is not registered by this logic. Okay, let's check all three component definition. We have disabled this also. Okay, so looks good. Now let's restart this server. Let's check our callout is working or not. You can see our callout annotation factory class called. Okay, our package is registered here. Let's disable debug from here and click on F8. Okay, let's check if our callout is working or not. Let's create something like ABC Inc. Okay, and click on outside anywhere. You can see name field is auto populated. Okay, so we have discussed all these 4 approach here. Okay, if you have any question related this implementation of this version of callout, okay, you can ask, you can write comment on this video. Okay, you can mail me, you can check my mail from the YouTube channel. Okay, and I am creating this callout first time, so if you have any suggestion, any improvement, so you can tell me. Okay, you can write comment on this video. Okay, so I hope guys you like this video. Let's connect again in the next video. Okay, until then, have a good day. Thank you.